People, it's your boy Tots back again. Also get a vital 3 points to get back on the top of the table in time for Christmas. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and Arsenal win the game 1-0 away at Everton. A ground or a team away from home, they normally struggle against only 1 win in 7 before this game. And going into the game, obviously, I was happy with the lineup to an extent. I really wanted SA to start ahead of Odegaard just because I knew what type of game it was and how we were going to need to have someone good in transition to try and create a lot of chances, especially in that 10 role. And yeah, the game started kind of how Arsenal have been starting a lot of these kind of away games, pretty slow, pretty mundane, keeping with the ball, keeping possession. And to be fair, to the credit to the Arsenal defense, we literally had no kind of worries in terms of Everton doing anything, nullified them completely, no shots in that first half. But again, for me, I've not had a problem with the defense this season, even with the goals they've conceded in the last minute. My kind of look at the Arsenal team in terms of where our weaknesses are is kind of the attack, man, how we kind of build up attacks, the transitions in attack, the kind of combinations. And again, it was not fluent enough for me. We didn't actually create anything really in that first half, thinking about it now, actually. And we ended up going 1-0 up. A corner comes in, and I don't know what O'Brien is doing, man. Absolutely ludicrous. I said on my stream, I said, he's playing basketball. He's playing basketball, bro. Man had a Kobe, or RIP. He had a Kobe in the air. I don't know what he was doing from a corner, man. And the referee, obviously, after VAR, gave the penalty, Stonewall penalty. And Victor Gyökeres, man, under a lot of criticism, a lot of pressure in terms of not scoring goals, not playing well in the game as well. But you wouldn't have noticed the way he took the penalty. Absolutely rifled it in, man. Keeper, absolutely no chance, man. Pickford is normally good at saving penalties as well. Was not going to save that one. Nearly took his head off, to be honest with you. And it was a fantastic penalty to make it 1-0 to Arsenal. And you're looking at that thinking, you want Arsenal kind of to build on that, really. You want Arsenal to kind of build on the momentum, obviously going to goal up. And in the end, in that first half, we kind of just kept the ball. And again, going from an attacking point of view, man, it wasn't really something to kind of be inspired by. Like, we always kind of looking at kind of performances thinking, you know what, even if you don't get loads of goals, you want to see us to create a number of chances. The only real other chance we created in that first half was it's actually Saliba playing the ball in the channel to Gyökeres, who and Tarkowski did very well to kind of defend it in the end. But that's kind of it, man, in the first half. But we won a lot, but like I said, Everton didn't really trouble us defensively, and then we go into the second half, and Everton obviously come out a bit more firing, as you expect, in front of their home crowd. They bring on Beto, who again is causing Saliba a bit of problems. But before they did that, I've got to admit, guys, Everton should have had a Stonewall penalty, man. And yeah, the referee missed that one and also got away with one there, man. No complaints about referees in this game because, yeah, I don't know how they didn't give that as a penalty. I remember a couple of seasons ago, Jesus had one similar against Aston Villa where I can't remember who it was. He kicked the back of his leg when he got the ball first, and that was a penalty then, and the referee didn't give it then. I don't know who the referee was for that game, but yeah, so basically it was Barry. He gets to the ball first, he kicks it up in the air, and then Saliba kicks Barry's foot after Barry's already kicked it nowhere near the ball. They VAR'd it, and they said that it wasn't a penalty, it wasn't enough contact, which I found absolutely flabbergasted, really, because it was a Stonewall penalty in my eyes. Didn't get the ball. Barry obviously went down, stopped Barry from obviously taking the ball down because he's kicked him. And yeah, Arsenal get away with him, man. Very fortunate not to concede a penalty there. But yeah, what is one of those ones? And you've got to look at and feel like Everton will feel aggrieved that they didn't get a spot kick in that situation. Arsenal then, after that, man, definitely should have killed the game off. Lovely bit of link-up play by Gyökeres into the path. I can't remember who it was now. Might have been Declan Rice or Odegaard. They pass it to Saliba. Sorry, they pass it to Saka, who has a nice little 1-2 with Timber, who squares it back into Saka, and he has a shot that was cleared off the line, man. And you're thinking, oh, he should have buried that Saka, man. I don't think he had a particularly great game, but yeah, that's one of those games you kind of, or goals or chances you think you got to be burying. And then we have an even more gilt-edged chance after that. Great play, I think, from Declan Rice it was, driving into midfield, who I thought had a very good second half, passes it to Trossard. You think this is food and drink for this guy. Guy hits the post, man. Just too much power on it. All he had to do was slide it into the corner, and it would have been 2-0 game over. Hits the post. And then we had another chance straight after that, man. Zubimendi from a cross or a cutback from Saka, and he hits the post as well. So there's a lot of chances in that probably about 10 to 15 minute period where we could have definitely scored a goal there. But we didn't. And to be honest with you, Everton didn't really trouble us, man. A couple of crosses here and there. But I thought Everton, in terms of their passing, was very poor, man. They were giving the ball away, kicking out for throw-ins, not being able to string 3 or 4 passes together. And I think their performance was very, very poor. I think defensively, we're pretty comfortable for majority. Just frustrating watching as an Arsenal fan, seeing them play out from the back. No real kind of urgency. I know that's the game plan, to kind of control, keep possession, keep it mundane. I think Arteta is thinking about a couple of seasons ago when they kind of were 2-0 up against Liverpool in the title race, and then Xhaka does something mad, and then it's hectic away from home, and then you lose control of the game. I think for the away games, must be a tactic, man, because we've done it in the majority of away games, bar the Newcastle away game. We've kind of played like this, really, in terms of keeping the ball, slowing down the tempo, quietening down the crowd. And I think that kind of play kind of suits Champions League, because, again, everyone in the Champions League, you've got to be wary of in terms of how good their quality is. But in terms of the league, man, you want to see a team, because, again, we've seen it before, and it's kind of bit us before as well in the last couple of away games, where we're trying to kind of do that kind of style of keeping the ball, but you're not always going to keep a clean sheet, especially away in the Premier League. You're going to concede goals, and you have to be capable, your attack has to be capable of scoring more than one away goal in an away game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be capable of scoring 2 or 3 if it's necessary. Because, again, sometimes it's going to be. We've seen it at Sunderland. We needed 3 goals and we couldn't manage to do it. Chelsea, we needed more than 1. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's a little bit of a worry. I don't think this is sustainable all the way throughout the season in away games. I think there has to be a few away games where you kind of carve them open and you kind of take your chances. Having said that, though, we had chances to kind of do that in this game, and especially in the second half, and we didn't take them. So you got to look at the players a little bit for that as well. Trossard and Saka should have buried those chances, in my opinion, as well, to obviously take the game completely away from Everton. But we win the game in the end 1-0. Like I said, Everton didn't really amount any kind of offense or any kind of problems after really they brought on Beto. I think he had a good little duel with Saliba, but didn't really create any chances, really. I can't remember any saves that Ray had to make. So from that point of view, say fantastic defensively, very solid. But again, my concerns are still with the attack, how fluid or non-fluid it is, how can we get more kind of chances for Gyökeres, more chances for Trossard, Saka, these kind of guys in these more shooting positions. I think, again, that kind of period in the midfield, and I think, if I'm being honest, man, I thought Declan Rice had a good game. I thought Odegaard was poor, man, and I thought Zubimendi was poor as well. He was giving away the ball all the time, losing some of his duels. I thought Odegaard was not really effective at all in the final third. And again, it's one of those kind of things where I said I think I am a bit worried about his kind of role in the team in terms of what he actually brings to the team now. Like, you're an offensive player, you're a number 10, you're someone that needs to really be impactful in the final third. And there's too many games where you're okay, mediocre, poor. You don't really impact the game. You don't really contribute in terms of us scoring goals, whether it's creating or obviously scoring yourself. You don't do that enough. You don't do that at all, really. Like, again, I think his statistics this season, I know he's been injured a few times, but he's got 0 goals. I think he's got 2 assists. And for a player of his caliber, someone that's got 15 Premier League non-penalty goals in a season, bro, I'm expecting a bit more than that. So, yeah, disappointed with his performance. I think Zubimendi as well, you're looking at it, and I said this in my live chat, like, you don't need both of them, bro. Like, it's either one or the other. You either have Zubimendi or Odegaard, because they both kind of just do the same thing, get in each other's way. They don't really contribute in terms of from an attacking point of view as well. I think we could definitely utilize someone else who's a bit more attacking to obviously contribute towards playing with Gyökeres, playing with Saka or Trossard, Martinelli, whoever. So, yeah, man, I think that's kind of my thoughts on the game. Crucial point, obviously, we're going to be top at Christmas. And, yeah, it is one of those ones, man. But I feel like Arsenal definitely need to improve their attacking prowess going forward to see if we can try and actually win a Premier League for the first time since 2004. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But, yeah, the next game is obviously Crystal Palace in the Cup. And then we've got Brighton on the 27th of December. So we'll be back for them. But, yeah, that's been my review on the game. Also get 3 points. Attack needs to improve. Defense was good in this game. And we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's been your boy Tops. As always, don't hate the play, hate the game. And until next time, people, I am out. Peace and love.